Welcome back. One organization that we all run to in a time of storm is the Red Cross. But the local Red Cross has had its share of devastation as a result of Hurricane Matthew. Administrator for the Grand Bahama branch of the Bahamas Red Cross Society, Stephanie Barr, says they are in need of assistance.
When we came in yesterday, we met water on the floor. I was mopping, we were mopping up the bathroom. And then further, when we went upstairs, we saw the sky just exposed through the building. So we have lost our roof. So, you know, it's amazing how we're always helping everyone, and now we're in need of help.
Local Vice Chairman Rinaldi Forbes is confident that the Grand Bahama community will lend a helping hand.
You can't let pride ever get in the way. You know, you need to be said, if you need help, you need help. And I think we need help. So it's good in a sense where that it humbles you, and I know it has humbled us, knowing that now we are in a situation where that we call on the public. And the Grand Bahama has been very forthcoming when it comes to giving help. So we're sure then that help is going to be coming in this manner as well.
Hurricane Matthew left his mark on the Total Educational Center in Hawksville as well. It is a scene of utter devastation, and the institution must find alternate arrangements for the 120 students enrolled in the various courses. Shashina Roll reports.
Piles of rubble lay in sections throughout the schoolyard. That's the only evidence that there were once standing as buildings used to educate a cross-sector of Grand Bahamians. Total Educational Center receiving total devastation as a result of Hurricane Matthew. With just about every building damaged during the passing of the storm, Vice President Alfred Forbes says he remains in awe after seeing the trail of destruction.
For everything to be rooted like this, you know, it has to be, if not a Category 5, tornadoes were involved for this. But, you know, TEC, we're here and we're here to stay. So no matter what it costs, no matter how long it takes, and we're going to make it as short as possible. But no matter what happens, we're going to be here. We started our restoration and repairs to our buildings because we lost, oh my God, we lost the administrative office, we've lost the computer lab rooms, we've lost our mechanic rooms. The only thing standing really is our administration building and our hospitality room over there.
President Fred Delancey says in a time like this, he has no other choice but to remain optimistic, even in the face of such adversity.
Our hotel and catering room still stands. First, that hasn't been damaged. We lost all of our auto mechanic equipment, and we have about 20 computers we lost, and all the workshops were destroyed. The damage is estimated about $500,000 right now. And just not only in building, I'm talking about the equipment itself.
The school has been a part of the Hawksville community for some 10 years now, offering a variety of technical classes. However, Hurricane Matthew will have a major impact on some of the school's current programs.
The day program, our pre-technology training program, we're now going to reduce classes from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Will be academic classes. We can't have any technical classes in the day. As I said before, workshops are gone as well for the day program. And so English, math, science, social studies, and so forth, they will go on. All the computer science and all other technical subjects, they're on hold right now until we can do something about it, secure the spaces. And our students are expected to report here on Monday of next week. We'll have a general meeting and let them know exactly what's going to transpire from there.
But he says despite it all, they are moving forward and the restoration process has already begun.
I heard Cardinal McIntosh, I think, on ZNet Saturday, and the sermon he had was so timely. I think he talked about how this is going to be a rebirth for persons, a rebirth for Grand Bahama. It's going to be a rebirth for TEC too. And what is happening right now, we're able now to galvanize most of the young people from the Wellington, Sunrise, Hawksville, Hunters, Lewis, at Penn Point, about 70 young people who are not working. And now we're going to find ways to put them to work. So it's a blessing for them, basically. So now they can find jobs to do. And persons out there, if you have anything to do, we have young people, basically, who are willing to work. They have skills, carpentry, welding, plumbing. These are persons we train too, and so forth, general maintenance, cleaning, and so forth. Whatever you have to do, we have people who can do it for you.
Shashina Roll, ZNS Network News.
The Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute also receiving major damage. Associate Vice President of BTVI, Veronica Cawley, says cleanup efforts have already begun.
Our main damage, really, we have it in our main building. Upstairs, the roof actually came off. Half of the building, the roof came off, so it meant that about 6 of our classrooms, all of the ceilings, they fell down. And the carpet, we had to actually take up the carpet. Then we have about 6 or 7 offices in that same area as well, so those offices have also been destroyed.
Cawley notes that while they are hoping to have the roof fixed and purchase a generator, BTVI is now looking at several other options so that classes could resume soon.
We are looking at whether we should actually have the roof repaired, one of the options we're looking at. We're also looking at whether it makes more sense to probably move into another building, because in addition to this, we were also having some repairs done to our annexes at the back, and so we were having most of our classes in this main building. So now with this gone, we now need to see how we can sort it out. The roof guy was here. He's coming back to let us know exactly where we are at, whether he could put something there temporary for us, and then we can start to bring the classrooms to what they need to be. Right now we're working on the offices. We've been trying to clean out the offices. All of us staff here came, volunteers, instructors, and students, trying to clean up the offices, and then we're going to attack the classrooms.
Hurricane Matthew's fury being felt by a church family as well. The parish of Christ the King incurred some damage, and now parishioners are hard at work making repairs. Italia Hall fills us in.
Members of Christ the King Church were out in full force cleaning up debris from around the church. The premises incurred some damage during Hurricane Matthew, and Archdeacon Father Harry Bain says while the cleanup process may take some time, the church is in fair condition.
Right now it looks like total devastation around here. We've had the Foster B. Pastena roof that completely came off, and of course the metal and plywood and all the other pieces of wood are everywhere. We've had damage to our steeple here at the church, and we've had some water damage as well in the church. And of course, as you look around, you can see a lot of trees are down. But all in all, we are thankful to God for His goodness and His mercy, and we certainly can replace all of these material things.
The Foster B. Pastena Center is attached to the Christ the King Church. The center was a shelter for the disabled and special need persons on Grand Bahama. Since then, reports have been circulating claiming that the roof of the church had been torn off.
2 roofs. The first roof was a flat roof, and that used to leak a bit here and there, and we took a decision about 5 years ago to put what I call a dummy roof on top of that, and that's the roof that came off with the strong winds. And there were some leaks in the hall, but they weren't excessive in terms of leaking, so persons were able to stay in the hall, as well as some of them moved into the Lila Gonzalez room, the choir room here at Christ the King, and so everybody was pretty safe and covered.
Father Bain says there is a lot of damage on the island, but residents must not lose faith.
Still be thankful to God, courageous, and I think this is an opportunity for us to really be our brother's keeper, our brothers and sisters, I guess I should say, and help one another through this particular crisis situation. Matthew, to me, was worse than Jean and Francis together. It's done astronomical amount of damage everywhere, between power lines and fruit trees. I know at my house all of my fruit trees are just destroyed, but they can all be replaced, and so we thank God for just being alive and being able to see today.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us, there's more news after this.